Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo and today we will be taking a look at the new releases of the week. We have the second batch of the What If promo and some Prime Moment icons that have been released, as well as SBCs. So let's, like always, just sit back, relax and enjoy. First of all, we're starting off with the second batch of the What If promo. Now introduced for 2 weeks, I think, the cards, and we've seen some upgrades. We've seen some cards released this week that we're not that excited about. Unfortunately, the first batch was pretty decent, some interesting cards, but this time, taking a look here first at Richarlison, he has 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, which is very good. Everton could potentially score 6 goals in 5 games. I won't be surprised if they do so. So he'll become an 89 rated, and then he will be very decent. But right now it's just, yeah, he's missing. He's got 89 pace. Everybody wants 90 plus pace strikers usually, and 89 dribbling is very decent as well. But he just doesn't fit the meta, in my opinion, just yet. But if he becomes 89 rated, he's gonna be a very solid card. But he's also very expensive, so bit of a 50-50 on if you should get him or shouldn't get him. Then we have Mahrez, and this card is very decent actually. I'm not sure if Levante will be able to score 6 goals in 5 games because it's a bit of a shaky team, but potentially he'll become 90 rated with like 97 pace, 98 pace, 95 dribbling, 4-star, 4-star. Very good card. Nothing really bad to tell about this card because he's also fairly cheap in comparison to Richarlison and a La Liga striker, which is very rare in these kind of statistics. Moving on, we have the new Keita Balde Diao. In my opinion, it's Diatta, and he's, well, he's fairly cheap. He's like 150k, and 4-star, 4-star. Like if you have a pretty decent budget, like a team that is worth like 5 million or something, this could be a definite super sub. I wouldn't play him in your starting 11 because I feel like some of these cards, like Diatta for example, he's way better when you sub him in when the defenders are a little bit tired. And he does link to Ben Yedder, so if you have Ben Yedder, it's still a good option. But 4-star, 4-star, 99 agility, standout, 99 jumping, 99 stamina, just a great card. Get him. Moving on, Region, making a name for himself at Spurs. Very good left back and also pretty decent card. Nothing too spectacular, not gonna lie. 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. It's not ideal, but it's a left back. Needs to be defending. Doesn't have the best of strength. Is a little bit. He's 5'10". It's not the tallest. I mean, it's a decent card. If he gets to 89, could be potentially one of the better left backs. But if you have Adama, I don't see any reason in buying him unless he really fits your team. He doesn't really have the greatest of links unless you're using like Son, for example. Moving on, Lucas Leiva. Yeah, not really a special card. Like, I don't know why they even put this guy in. Like, Lucas Leiva, solid player in real life, but this card, it's nothing spectacular. It's nothing new. We have better options. For example, we've seen the Milinkovic-Savic cards and Tonali. It's not really spectacular, and I think he's also fairly cheap, so just leave him for whatever it is. But then we have the myth, the legend, Pepe. He's already been upgraded, I think, being an 88 right now. Yeah, it's a fun card, but nobody really is playing Liga NOS teams, I think. But if you are looking for a Liga NOS center back, definitely pick up Pepe. Nothing much to say else about it. Then this card, Ricardo Pereira, is a fairly decent card, but then again, there are plenty of right backs that you could take as well, especially Portuguese. We have Cancelo in form, we have his road to the final card, which will be better in my opinion. So let's just see if he gets an upgrade. Leicester could potentially keep a clean sheet. And 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves might become similar to João Cancelo, but I think João Cancelo is still the better option here. Christian Theo, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Pretty decent card. It's a bit similar to Diatta. Like, I don't know if this will be a player that you would want to use as in your starting 11, but unless you have a La Liga team, it's a very good option for the right wing position, because he has solid stats, like insane pace. Yeah, definitely a good pickup. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills, can't go wrong with him. Then we have this guy. Personally, as an Arsenal fan, like, I don't really think that this guy is worth picking up in your team. Guendouzi, he's an okay card, but yeah, it's nothing spectacular. Again, it's a bit like Lucas Leiva, to be honest. It's an okay card, and having to pay at least 100k for these cards right now in the game is not really worth it. 3-star. Yeah, unless he really fits your team, has a good link available, then don't pick him up. Same goes for Vincenzo Grifo. 89 pace is okay. 4-star as well, but like we've seen Christian Theo, for example, Diatta, there are so many more better options available right now that unless this guy really fits your team, you don't want to pick these type of players up for the price that they're going for. He doesn't really have something that is really worth mentioning. I guess 94 shot power is pretty decent, but just leave him. Then we have this card, Ruben Neves. I think this is available through the objectives. Well, I don't know if Wolves can score 6 goals. Like, Wolves aren't the most scoring kind of teams. But if he gets upgraded, you basically get a 91 rated card for free. So, yeah, this is definitely worth grinding for. Definitely go ahead and complete him. Okay, so the team of the week this week, team of the week number 24, and we're seeing some great cards, some decent cards, and some cheap beasts, as you could call them. And starting off with a cheap beast, for example, is Jonathan David with like 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. We've seen a similar card last week, Myron Boadu. Boadu, a little bit better stats, not gonna lie, but David also, like, it's a fun card. It's a fun card if you really want to use him with like Renato Sanchez or something. We've got Sahafi, Romarinho, another Brazilian Inho that comes out of nowhere, but he doesn't have 5-star skills, unfortunately. So nothing to get too excited about on the bench this week. But we do have in the main team, we have Harry Kane. Obviously not the most meta player in FIFA 21, but yeah, don't pick him up unless you're really a Spurs fan or something. And Mahrez, 87 Mahrez, starting to become a very decent card because he keeps getting these informs. 86 pace is a little bit underwhelming, but if you are looking to play him as a cam, very decent, because his skill moves and his dribbling in game feels so good, and he has a stunning left foot as well with the finesse shot trade. Very important to have as a cam. Alvaro Morata, 87 rated right now, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. I guess he has decent stats right now, 86 pace, 88 shooting, 86 dribbling, 80 passing, but it's just not that what you're looking for in the current meta that we're playing. So again, like, unless you're a really huge fan of Morata, don't pick this guy up. Then we have Lorenzo Insigne. And this guy, like, I really like this guy in real life. I think he's a great player. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves as well. He's a really not the tallest. Like, yeah, 5'4". I mean, it's not like you're going to win any aerial duels with him. But 91 pace, 94 dribbling, 87 passing. Like, a playmaker for sure. And definitely able to play down the wing as well. 95 acceleration and 96 agility, 96 balance. Like, you can't really tackle this guy unless you're in a physical duel. He'll just like twist and turn away from you. Very good card, and I don't think he's too expensive as well. Has a good link with, for example, Alan and the Mertens card, the What If Mertens. So definitely a good pickup if you can afford him. 91 Casemiro here. Yeah. lacks pace, unfortunately. Great player in real life, but he just lacks pace for FIFA, so stay away from him. And then we have Jordi Alba, left wing back. Obviously, Alba is a solid left back. He's not the tallest as well. Doesn't have the best of strength, but on your fullbacks, you just want to have somebody with a great base. So if you get him in your red picks, you can definitely play him, but I would not pay like 200k, I think it is for him, if it was my choice. So it's up to you. If he links very well with your team, like Frankie de Jong, for example, then it does work out. Luke Shaw, also not the greatest of left backs in the game, because he only has like 86 pace. He is a bit more physical though. Like some people would maybe even play him as a center back. Go ahead. Wouldn't play him as a left back because I think the wingers right now are way too fast for Luke Shaw. Leon Goretzka, 87 rated. This card has Gullit stats. I mean, what else can you say about him? Everything is above 80, and his headliner is now 89 as well, and that one has some incredible stats. Definitely pick this guy up if you play a Bundesliga side, because like for example, we took a look at Guendouzi. Don't pick Guendouzi, get this card. This card is way better. He's also way taller, and 3-star skill moves though, but 4-star weak foot, so just an overall great CM or CDM position that Goretzka can fill in. Last but not least, we're gonna take a look at the SBCs that have been released in FIFA 21 the last week, which we are seeing. Armstrong, the FUT What If Armstrong. This guy, potentially, if he gets an upgrade, can be fairly decent, but he also has a strong link with Wayne Rooney, and there has been some other championship objective cards, I think they are released in FIFA 21. So this card, he's only like 100k, I think, to complete. 120k maybe. Yeah, I mean, if you can fit him in, then it's worth picking up. But if you can't fit him in with like the likes of Wayne Rooney, SBC, stay away from him. Even kijken, dan hebben we nog. Oh ja. We also have the Kevin Malky SBC. This is a solid right back, but he's a little bit expensive. He's like 230k or 250k to complete. And for a fullback, unless you really have a high tier budget, I wouldn't complete this card. If he becomes an 88, it will be a very, very solid right back though. 88 rated, French Serie A, has great linking opportunities as well. And yeah, it's a fairly decent card. Only his stamina is a little bit lacking. So it's for me, it's only like, I would grade this card a 5 right now, but it potentially a 7. So it's up to you guys if you really think you want to complete him, but I wouldn't recommend him for everyone, unless he really fits your team with a high tier budget. En wie hebben we nog meer? Joe Hart. And then as well, we have some, well, I guess you could potentially call him a legend for Manchester City and well, now at Spurs and for the English national squad. Joe Hart, very, very decent card all around, but he's 150k for a goalkeeper that's 91 rated. I mean, I've got Nick Pope 84, and that guy is a beast for only like 50k. And there are some other goalkeepers that are very decent in the Premier League as well, that are way cheaper. So I wouldn't recommend you guys in completing this card. I think this is just a waste of coins. Although the card itself is very good. Like, I think he's one of the quickest goalkeepers in the game, if not the quickest. And he's very tall, so it's a good card, but waste of coins. And then last but not least, but the SBCs that we've seen introduced for the first time, I think, is the Prime Icon Moments SBCs. We've got Pavel Nedved here, legend at Juventus, but yeah, I mean, these cards, they are fun to use, but there are so many SBCs that I don't really recommend you guys into completing Pavel Nedved, or for example, Patrick Kluivert or Puyol or Baggio, because these are not the greatest Prime Icon moments that we're going to see potentially. I can't predict which SBC they're going to release, but there should be some better cards around. So save your coins, save your untradables, and don't complete these ones yet. So that was it for today's video, and hopefully you guys have now learned which card you should pick up and which you shouldn't. So let's just see whatever brings us next week in the FIFA 21 releases. My name is Renzo, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao.